record this for her. So everybody, this is Mr. Dean McCombs, who knows everything about everything. There is nothing this man doesn't know.
I wish that was true.
It is true. And he's going to teach us about personal safety and awareness, how to be aware of your surroundings. So let us have it, Dean.
Hi, folks. Thanks for having me here. And Tammy, thanks for putting this on.
Yeah.
This is so important to all of us, no matter where we're at of personal safety. It doesn't get any more important than that. And you know, people, we talk about this on a regular basis, but people with disabilities are 3 times the risk for serious physical harm because people might pick on them. They're almost 4 times more likely to suffer abuse or neglect, and 4 times more likely to suffer from emotional abuse. And then let's talk about the abusers real quick. They're people we know. This is a fact. They're people that we know. They might be friends. They might be people from school, from the workplace. It isn't just strangers. So we have to be aware of people that we know and people that we don't know, okay? Normally, we would be doing this in person, and I could walk all around the room and I could ask people what their thoughts are, because I love doing it. I love people. I love talking to people and asking people what they think, and I learn by what they say. But here we are in Zoom. Can I do that in Zoom? Do I have permission to ask you questions?
All right.
Can I?
Yeah.
Melissa, can I ask you questions back here?
Yeah,
yeah.
Is that a yes? Good,
Yeah.
because that's going to be fun for all of us, okay? I want to have fun. I want to learn and I want to have fun. Now, it's important to know we live in an area that's basically safe. That's Lima and the surrounding communities. But no matter where you live at, there are some places we don't want to be at certain times. Can we agree with that? Can you shake your head, yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we need to know what they are. And if you have any questions at any time about the crime rate, where you live at, where you go to school at, any day services or anything like that, call the police department where you live at and ask them about crime statistics in your area or a place you shop at, and they can give you that information. The worst they might say is, you need to call back and talk to the records office, and they can send you the stuff. It's public information, and they'll share that with you. Now, here for the last year, we've been dealing with a pandemic, haven't we? Kind of puts a downturn on things that we do, right? We can't go do things that we always like to do. But can I ask you where it is you like to go? Can you just blurt out places you like to go to when you're not at home?
The bowling alley.
Mm-hmm. Where else?
Times to eat out.
Eat out.
Yeah.
I like to eat out. I know that. Any place else? Movie theater? Who likes to go to movies? Raise your hand if you like to go to a movie theater from time to time. I'm looking forward to doing that again. Or even to a park. Who goes to park walks when it's nice out? Yeah, I know I like to. Or
Oh
ride
yeah,
a
I was supposed to
bike.
go to park.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, Abby, that's fun, isn't it? Well, how do we get there? How do we get to those places? Can I hear from you again? How do you get there? Larry, how do you get to those places?
I drive.
You drive.
Or
Good,
you can take
because
a
we're going to talk about that. That's good. Amy, how do you get to those places?
Parents.
Nathan said parents.
Yeah.
Yes. Friends. How about friends?
Friends. Yeah.
Family. Anyone take a cab? Raise your hand if you ever took a cab or RTA. Have you ever done that? Nobody? Oh, they're not too popular. We can walk and we can ride a bike. So there's many different ways we can get someplace, but we still want to be aware of our surroundings. We want to make sure to wear the right clothing, right? Can you agree with that? Can you shake your head?
Right.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, what kind of clothing would we wanted to have worn to the store?
a snowsuit.
heavy coat, right? Heavy coat, gloves, stuff like that. If it's hot out, then maybe we don't want to wear something that's hot. We want to wear something that's cool. If it's nighttime, and particularly if we're going to be walking or riding a bicycle, maybe we want to wear something that's visible or reflects light. Can I get an amen on that?
Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you
Amen.
very much. We want to make sure people can see us. And you know, one of my pet peeves is shoes, wearing good shoes. All right, here. Here's my shoe, okay? It's comfortable and it gives me good traction when it's wet out and when it's slippery out. I gotta ask this question. Who buys and wears shoes because they're cute? Besides Tammy. Besides Tammy. Tammy, you stay out of this, all right?
Okay.
Raise your hand if you buy shoes because they're cute. Oh, yes. Ms. Hoops gets the cute shoes. I kind of figured that. Look, yeah. Can you show us a cute shoe? Do you have one?
No.
Can you show us a cute shoe?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna see what a cute shoe looks like here. Oh, she's serious now.
Oh, wow.
She's digging. Let's see.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're comfortable shoes.
did.
Just a
I
second,
know we
okay?
got some.
All right,
I know we got some with it.
let's see it. I can't wait.
Yeah.
That is a cute shoe, yes.
Gary, do you
Thank
wear
you
cute
for
shoes
showing us
too?
that.
I think Gary has
Deb,
a
do you have
question.
something to say?
Gary, do you have a question?
Mm.
Did someone have a question?
I think Gary did in the Action Club shirt. Go ahead, Gary, you can ask.
About this time I go out someplace all the time.
What, I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said every time I go out someplace.
Sometimes you go out some places. Do you wear cute shoes?
Good, that's right. We want to wear shoes.
Okay.
It's important that wherever you're going, that you're familiar with the area, okay? In a store, in a restaurant, in a gas station, just when you go in, look around and look for exits, okay? In case something happens and you need to get out quickly, you know how to get out of the area, okay? If something bad happens. Is there medication that you might want to take with you? Maybe an EpiPen, maybe an inhaler, or maybe insulin that you might need, you know, if you're gone for more than a few minutes. You know that better than anyone else. So if you need something like that, please take it. Maybe you need a bottle of water with you, or maybe you need a snack, okay? It depends on the time of year and it depends on where you're going.
Yeah.
And here's something important. How are we going to pay for the stuff we buy, right? How are we going to pay for at the restaurant? We're going to have cash, a debit card, a gift card. Just make sure you have all that stuff. It makes it more fun when we get there. And during times of pandemic, we need to make sure that it's open, don't we? We can't assume that it's open. Miss Hoops, did you have a question?
Yes, I do.
What's your question?
I work at a nursing home. I work at the nursing home, which is run by people. And sometimes, if I don't know the person, they say, go ahead to talk to strangers. What should I do?
If you don't know them and they talk to you,
Yeah.
That's a very good question, because you know, a stranger can be a nice person or a stranger can be a bad person, right?
Yeah.
It depends on where are you and what are they saying to you and how are they saying it to you. And a great big one, it's how do you feel about that person, okay? We're going to talk about that in just a little bit, okay?
Okay.
And if I don't answer that question for you, you make sure you let me know, okay?
Okay.
Sweet, okay. If you're going by yourself, like Larry, you go to places by yourself?
Yes.
I figured you did.
Uh-huh.
It's always a good thing. It's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with calling someone up and you say, hey, I'm going to this location. If you don't hear from me within the next half an hour or an hour, call me to check on me. Would you agree, Larry? There's nothing wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that at all. You need to let
That-
somebody know where you're going and when you expect to return.
Yep, that's a good thing. Or if you're going with a friend, there's nothing wrong with that at all. How many people, raise your hand for me, please, really high, if you have a cell phone? Raise your hand if you have a cell phone. Most of us have cell phones. That's good. And we want to take those with us when we go someplace, right? How many times do we not turn our cell phones on though? So a cell phone doesn't help if it's not turned on. So
Mine's always
please,
on.
I believe that, Nathan. I've seen you talk on it. Make sure it's turned on. Make sure that it's charged, and make sure you have minutes. But you know what? If you don't have minutes, a lot of cell phones, you can still use the cell phone without minutes to call 911. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. And if you have a cell phone but doesn't have minutes, can you get on Wi-Fi with that cell phone? Anybody ever do that?
Yes,
You
I
can,
do.
right? Yeah, yes, you can get on Wi-Fi and can you talk to people on Wi-Fi on your cell phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. And if you have any questions on how to do that, ask a family member or a friend, or get with Tammy, and Tammy will show you how to do that. The key thing is to make sure that you can talk with folks, okay? Now, this is where we got to get serious. And this is kind of like your question, Miss Hoops.
Okay.
If someone's talking to you, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Well, you know what? Are we worried about good people? No, we're not,
No.
right? We're worried about bad people. And this is the hard thing to understand. What's a bad person look like? Nathan, when you see me on Sunday mornings, you know I'm always looking for the bad people, right?
Right. Uh-huh.
Right. And the thing is this, you don't know what a bad person looks like. They can look like anyone. It can be a man or a woman. They can be old or not old. They can be skinny like me, or they can be not skinny, okay? They can have nice clothing on, or they can have clothing on that's not nice. They could be of any color, folks, any color. They can be of any nationality. They can be a stranger, or they can be somebody that you know. So I'm sorry, there isn't myself or anybody that can tell you what a bad person looks like. You just have to look at it and listen and feel with your heart. How many of you get a bad feeling sometimes around someone, depending what they're saying or what they're
Yeah.
doing? Right?
Yep.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to listen to that voice inside your head and inside your heart, okay? Because that will keep you out of trouble a lot of times. Tammy mentioned situational awareness. That's kind of like a big word, but it's not a scary word. Can someone tell me what situational awareness means, please? Anybody?
Your situation you're in at the time.
That's a good one. The situation you're in. Yes. Anyone have any other thoughts? Yes, please tell us. Gary.
Yes. Cool. Me.
Gary, I can't hear your speaker. I'm sorry. Tammy, could you understand what he
No,
said?
I think his sound's not working very well.
Watch this way. I'm gonna say again. Wellness means
Awareness means,
wellness for as a club something a month a day for my bad teacher. My teacher told me is a yes, yes, you know. I said yes.
he was talking about action club in a meeting. And that's kind of being aware in a meeting. That's a different way of being aware.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you. Well,
But I did.
go ahead, Gary. You want to say something else?
Yeah.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. This time, I know that I'm missing element now. This time, and time, all the time I do want, every day you want, man to woman, yeah. A nice cream after show, yeah. Cream you want. A cup of salt, and with the cream, a cream something, a cream something, a swimsuit. A swimsuit means cream. Something cream is nice. I like you. You want that.
Good. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Yeah, but I did.
Situational awareness is simply being aware of your surroundings, okay? It doesn't
That's
matter if
right.
you're home
Yeah,
and you hear something outside. It doesn't matter if you're in the car going somewhere, you're in a bus,
that's right.
you're walking, or you're in a store. It's being aware of what's going on around you. It's not being paranoid, like, what is this? What is this? It's just being calm and listening with your ears and seeing with your eyes. So if something comes up
Yeah.
out of the ordinary, you know that it's not
Yeah.
right and you might want to do something about it.
Not
Okay.
too like.
It only takes a few seconds for someone to come up to you when you're out in public also, doesn't it? If you leave a store and you're going to your car, it takes them a very short period of time to come over to where you're at. So that's why you just want to make sure that you look around and you're just looking for folks that are looking at you. Does that make sense? If someone's watching you, then you want to watch them a little bit here and there. Just watch them a little bit to see what it is that they're doing. Be aware. Don't be afraid. Be aware. Look around. Sometimes all you have to do is look at somebody that's thinking bad thoughts about you. Just look at them and then they'll know, don't mess with me. Give them the look. Okay. And you might want to tell them. You might want to tell them, keep on walking, dude. You don't want none of this. Okay. Can you see yourself telling someone that? Now, I have to ask a question, and let's all do this at the same time. When I count to 3, show me your best, don't mess with me face, okay? When I get to 3, show me your don't look at me, man. Don't mess with me, man face, okay? You ready for this? You want to do this? On 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. That is some scary faces there. I'm telling you what. I was frightened. if I was gonna do anything bad and I saw those faces, I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. I got the wrong person. Good job, folks. Yes. And you know what? Sometimes we have to show people our don't mess with me face, right? There's nothing wrong with that. If you're in a bad situation, show them that. Now,
Yeah,
if somebody wants to come up and do something bad to you, do you have a right to defend yourselves?
Right?
Yeah.
You do.
Yep.
You don't ever want to have to do anything to somebody, but you know what? It might be as simple as putting your hands up and pushing them away. All right. They come at you, just put your hands up the best that you can, maintain your balance and push them aside and scream for help if need be. All right.
yeah.
Yes. Did you have a question?
I do.
Go ahead, please.
If somebody sneaks around you and they say, "Hey, do you want to get into my car?" Sometimes they trick you, like get into the car with them, and they take you back to their house, and you get kidnapped.
You know what? You're right. We don't ever want to get in someone's car. Okay. You
No.
scream, you yell. There's things that you can get too that are really inexpensive, like a little personal alarm. It's just a little thing that you can carry with you, and it has a little flashlight in it, and it makes a loud noise. And here's the noise that it makes when you pull the lever. Listen to this. Can you hear that? Yeah.
Wow.
Get one of those for not a whole lot of money. And you can practice with that. These little lights that flash really, really bright, and they just orient people, and you create a diversion and you can get away from people. Okay. Now I got to ask, who can tell me if a man is trying to do something bad to you and grabs a hold of you, what do you do to that man to get away? Anyone have any ideas?
Try to break it on you.
Say it again,
Go ahead
Colin. I
again.
didn't hear you.
Try to break his hold on you.
Who said that? Raise your hand. Yes, try to break that hold. How can you do that, Colin?
Okay, this time, sometime I do, I'll do something.
Try
Do
to,
something
try
to
to
him,
twist his arm around you.
twist his arm, break their balance. I gotta go there. This is kind of funny. Where might you want to hit a man at?
Yeah. This time, my surgeon told me, a
Downstairs.
husband means,
I never hit a man.
We don't want to hit anyone, but if
Yeah.
someone's attacking you or trying to get you in the car, if it's a man, maybe we have to hit him in the groin, right? You know, maybe we have to kick him in the groin. I know that's not funny at all. And that hurts, I know. But that's what we have to do. Maybe whatever we have in our hands, we need to hit them with. If they're attacking us, fight back, okay? If they're trying to get us in that car, fight them back. Take their hands, twist their arm like you said, okay?
yeah,
Kick them, scratch their eyes, take their glasses off if they're wearing them, stuff like that. Scream and holler, do everything that you can so they know, hey, I don't want to mess with this person. Now, the best thing that you can do is if somebody comes up towards you is maintain your personal space, right? Keep them away from you, keep facing them, step away if necessary, stay in the light if it's dark out, stay around other people, okay? Keep moving. If someone's coming near you and they frighten you, keep moving until you get someplace that's safe or until you can call 911. Don't be afraid to say to them, can I help you with something? Right? Can I help you with something? Don't be afraid to say, I just called 911. I just called. You know what bad people's best friend is, folks? A bad person, their best friend is not telling the truth, all right? Their best friend is people not knowing what they're doing. So if somebody does anything bad to you or tries to do anything bad to you, scream, holler, kick, do whatever you have to do, and make sure you report it to anyone that you can, all right? Keep your eye on what's around you. I don't want you tripping over anything. Remain calm the best that you can and just back away if you can. If fighting and backing away is what you have to do, then that's what you have to do, because I want you to be safe, okay? Don't be afraid just simply to tell them, no, no, back up, back up. There's nothing wrong with that, all right? If something doesn't seem right to you, get away from it, all right?
Oh,
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
and speak up for yourself and always be honest.
Absolutely speak up for yourself. Yep. If anyone asks you for money, what's the answer? No,
No.
no, no. Stay away from me. No. If somebody, you know what? People say that they need money. I'm hurting. I'm poor. My car broke down. My kids need to eat. Stuff like that. You hear that. Ask if you could call the police for them. Okay. The police can get help for them. All right. Don't you do it. Does that make sense? Don't you try to help that person, folks. That's not what you're here for. Tell them you'll call the police for them. And you can, if you need to, you can call the police for them. The police can give them a ride too. Maybe not where they want to go, but the police can give them a ride. Okay. If you're unsure, I can't say this enough, keep facing them, back away, go someplace where it's safe. And as soon as you can safely do so, call 911. It sounds simple to call 911, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Yep.
Oh, yes.
But you know what? When we're frightened, sometimes we don't breathe. We freeze. So we have to make sure that we keep breathing so we get oxygen to our brain and we think right into our muscles so that we can move. And if we were in a room together, I'd go around and say, hey, how do you call 911? If you have a cell phone, the first thing you need to do is what?
Call 111.
Nice.
911.
That's close. First, you have to unlock the phone, don't you?
Yeah.
Right? You have to unlock the phone. We need to make sure the phone is turned on. And then we hit 911. And then what do we hit?
Home.
The police came.
Send, right? 911 send. And you may have a cell phone that has a button that you push if you need help, right? Push that button. Whatever it is that you have for you, please make sure that you practice that, okay? Just practice it. I don't call 911 and say, hey, I'm just practicing. Don't do that. So don't actually push send, but just be aware of your phone and how it works. And when you get the operator is going to say in a very calm voice, because they're always calm, the operator says, 911, what is your emergency? And you need to tell them basically three things: who you are, where you are, and why you're calling, okay? If you're at Walmart on the east side of town, tell them, I'm at Walmart on the east side of town, and there's a man out here that's frightened me, or a person out here trying to hurt me. Someone's standing by my car, and I'm afraid to walk out to my car. And that operator is going to ask you questions like, tell me where are you in that parking lot? They may ask you, what are you wearing? And they will ask you, where's this person at? What's that person wearing? And they're going to say, are you safe right now? Can you turn around and walk back into the store? If you can, then that's what you need to do, okay? But don't be afraid ever to call 911 if you're at home and you hear something that scares you. If you're at church, you're in a doctor's office, you're in a store, anywhere, anything that scares you, please call 911. And if you think somebody else is hurt, if they're hurt and they can't call 911, is it okay for you to call 911 for them?
Yes.
Can we? Yes, please do that, okay? 3 things: who you are, where you are, and what you need, all right? Oh, you know what, too, and it's really sad. We have these cell phones, and does anybody ever get on Facebook? Raise your hand if you get on Facebook, please.
No.
Yeah. I love Facebook. I love seeing how my friends are doing, how their families are doing, what they're eating for dinner sometimes, right? Yeah, sometimes we do that too. It's nice to keep up on people, but you know what? Sometimes not sometimes. Bad people are on Facebook, okay? So we want to be careful what we put on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that. You might not want to say, for example, hey, I'm going to the movie Tuesday night, or Sunday night, I'm going out to dinner, and tell them when, because that means you're not going to be home, right? And that means the bad
Yeah, I
people
know
can,
not to do that.
yes, Nathan, they can go to your home. So don't put things on Facebook that don't need to be there, okay? That makes it easy for people to know when you're not home and when they might be able to get into your home and do bad things to you. And you know what? We get people on Facebook and Instagram and other platforms that send us messages on Facebook Messenger, hey, can I be your friend? Everybody wants friends, right? You do, but you want good friends. If you don't know who it is, don't accept them as a friend. Please don't. Please don't do that. Always, when you get a friend request, make sure that you know who that person is, okay?
Mhm.
Know who they are and don't accept them. Always ask someone for help. Hey, help me with this. This person says they're a friend. This person says they need help. Don't be afraid to ask, okay?
Mhm.
We can get text messages from people that we don't even know, don't we?
Yes.
You people that have cell phones, raise your hand if you ever get a phone call from someone that you don't even know. Happens all the time, right? Just hang up on them. Don't 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 use colorful words to tell them what you're thinking of them, all right? Don't antagonize them. Just hang up the phone. Block the number if need be. Text messages that you may get telling you that you want a prize or somebody wants to talk to you. If you don't know who it is, don't open it up, delete
Oh,
it. Emails that you may get, don't
I have
open up those emails. Yes, go ahead, please.
I have another phone. It's like a cell phone question.
Go ahead.
Like a long time ago, since I have my cell phone, I got a text message that says, I didn't know the person. They found my number and they said, I'm going to kill you.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
what did you do?
I told my brother right away and they took it off.
Good for your brother. Folks, that's what you need to do. If you get an email and it looks suspicious, if you don't know who it is, don't open it, delete it, ask for help. You get a text message asking you, hey, call this number or do this. If you don't know who it is, delete the number right away, ask for help. You get a friend request, you don't know who it is, delete it, okay? And sometimes you might get a friend request from somebody that's already your friend, right? They got hacked. Don't open that up, okay? And you know what's really sad? And I dealt with it today. I'm an investigator at the county board, so I deal with these things. Somebody that was contacted by someone she didn't even know, and she was asked to get gift cards and give them the numbers off of those gift cards. You can go to Office Max and get gift cards and call the people back and read them the numbers, and they can transfer that money. Please, folks, don't ever, ever, ever do that. Anyone asks you for money, your birthday, your cat's name, your dog's name, where you live, anything like that, do not tell them. Please don't do that. Hang up, delete, get rid of them, do whatever you have to do, and get a hold of someone like your brother, your sister, someone that you work with that you can ask for help. They can call Tammy, right? You call Tammy, you call me, and we'll give you help. Sometimes it sounds like it's official. You get a person on the other end of the phone that says, yes, hello, we're calling. This is the police department. We have your sweet old grandma in jail, and she needs you to give us $500 to get her out of jail. Folks do that, and they give them the money over the phone. They give them the account numbers. They give them the numbers off the back of gift cards or money orders, and the money is transferred. And guess what? Your dear sweet grandma is not in jail. All right. It doesn't work that way. The IRS people, IRS will never call you on your phone and say, you owe us money. They won't do that. But we have phone numbers. We have cell phones, rather. People call us from another country and we don't even know it. And they tell us they're with the IRS and that we're in trouble, that we owe taxes and this is what we have to do. Or they say, you need to call because your monthly check is going to be stopped. Your benefits are going to be stopped. You need to call this number right away. Please, folks, don't do that. Okay. Don't ever do that. Hang up. Don't antagonize them. Hang up and get with someone that you know. And don't ever be afraid to call the police department. Sometimes people even act like they're the police and they call your phone. Don't fall for that. All right. Please don't fall for that.
A trick.
The biggest tool that you have to protect yourself is your ability to know your rights, to think about it. And if something scares you, say no. No. If it's on the phone, hang up. If it's on the computer, walk away. If you're in a store or on a street or something like that, turn and walk away. Don't let them hurt you. Do something to protect yourself. Does that make sense? Just say no, okay? Remember, look around, be aware of your surroundings. On 3, let's do that scary face thing again, okay? Can you show me your face, your mean face? Like, don't mess with me. On 3, are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Those are some scary faces. I'm going to tell you what. All right. I'm done. Does anyone have any questions? Yes, sir. Go ahead.
This time, I'm Gary now.
You're Gary.
I asked a question. It's
You mess with me.
her and ma'am, and you too. And I donate to you, and I got $2,000 and $2,000 I donate. This for kids only. Nobody else. Nobody else gets. And I got a cell phone for myself. My own. My old one. Per here. It's fine. And you think about it, it's fine. It's fine.
You got your own phone, Gary?
And I wanted to.
You're going to?
I get I talked, sister after mine.
Good, good.
Cities, yep.
That's awesome,
I
Gary.
said service to sound. Seriously, return to seriously together. It's my sister.
Mm-hmm.
Two,
Good. Good.
I
Okay,
want
folks.
family.
If you have any questions that I can help with, please contact Tammy, okay? And then
Yes, I
we'll get your
will.
question answered, all right?
Dean,
Thank
thank
you
you
very
so
much.
much for your time and for
Yeah.
sharing all the information and your knowledge. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's
I
okay.
love the mean
Yeah.
faces, folks, okay? Thank you very much. You folks
Good
take
to see
care. It was nice
everybody.
meeting all of you.
There's
Nice seeing you,
a-
Nathan.
Good
All right,
job,
thanks.
good job.
Bye,
Bye-bye,
Colin.
folks.
Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you. Thank you.
Nice to
Bye-bye.
meet you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 No, bye.
Bye.
Bye.